I'm Akasha Schlicht from Fort Riley Garrison's Public Affairs Office, bringing you another episode of Fort Riley, the podcast. Today we are talking about an Army Community Service program called Hearts Apart with Jeff Reed, the ACS manager. He explains there is more to the program than just crafting support boxes for their loved ones overseas. In the program, he emphasizes that there is additional support and connections built with other people who also have deployed service members.
Hearts Apart is a program that falls under our Relocation Readiness Program, and it's intended to bring together family members that have a soldier who's deployed. A few years back, I had MOBDEP. One of the Hearts Apart programs we did around January was, if we had a unit deployed, was we would do care box crafting. And, you know, a lot of people can just get a cardboard box and put corn nuts and maybe chewing tobacco, the goodies, a pair of socks and batteries, and send those. Over the years, we've seen people have gotten really neat with crafting and doing things like that. We would get all sorts of pink tissue paper, pink paper, and so in January they could put together a nice box that once it's opened, the flaps of the box could have pictures of the kids, their wedding picture, be like a nice big Valentine. Yeah. Before the Super Bowl, we had a crafting event where they built their box so that like it opened up, and then there were goalposts at one end, goalposts at the other end, and you know the soldier's favorite team, or maybe the wife or husband's favorite team could be shown, and then of course stuffed with goodies and packed up. And so we did that crafting. It was it makes those soldier support packages a little more fun, and a little more personal sometimes. Something to remind them of home. So that's kind of what Hearts Apart is. But the other thing, and to me this is the bigger benefit. So if we have 10 or 15 husbands and wives in a room doing the crafting, they're talking to each other and they're learning from each other. You know, the big thing is people don't always connect kind of like they used to. I mean, my gosh, I carry two of them, you know? Yeah. And that personal human connection where one person might say, oh my gosh, I can't believe the issues I've had with my 12-year-old son. I mean, he's 12, thinks he's going on 18. And they start conversations and they understand, hey, I'm not the only one a little stressed out. Yeah. And then maybe they can develop kind of a friendship where they have somebody else to talk to cope. That way when the soldier is calling home, it's not always your son is doing this, you know, it's more of, hey, you know we're looking forward to you being back, and that way things are handled at home because they've got more of a support group. And the big thing about Hearts Apart, it's to help broaden that support group. They think they're there making crafts and stuff and doing other activities, but we're building their support group. And the big thing is they know that they're not alone, and they're not the only one having those issues.
Keep updated with more ACS events and services. For more info, call 785-239-9435 or visit the Fort Riley Army Community Service Facebook page. Thank you for listening to this episode of Fort Riley, the podcast.